I was really surprised by this movie because the Diana we see in this movie, it's a very different woman from the one we saw in Batman versus Superman.
Right.
How did you work in order to play the same role but putting different nuances in that?
It's funny because, when I first shot Batman vs. Superman, I was given the script and she was the final version of the character. And I was really looking forward to shoot Wonder Woman so we can go all the way back to the beginning and really dig in and search for who is Diana and what's the journey that she's been through that made her become Wonder Woman. And it was such an interesting process. It was very important for me that she will go to an interesting arc that people will be able to relate to. So I figured that the best way would be to show her flaws and that she's not perfect and she can be the greatest warrior and super confident, but at the same time naive and vulnerable and worried but focused on the mission and super good, but and I think that the fact that she's that and that we show that she's not perfect is easier for all of us to relate to her.
Absolutely. At the beginning of the movie, she has two different teachers in her life. How did you work with Robin Wright and Connie Nielsen in order to, in some way to portray this different sides of also Diana's personality in some way?
Yeah. I think that the relationship that Diana has with her mother, with Connie Nielsen, is complicated, like mother and daughter relationship that sometimes tend to be complicated. And her mother tries to shelter her and to protect her, and she doesn't really let her bloom and be who she really is. With Robin Wright, who portrayed my aunt, Diana finds her true self. She gives her tools and she gives her she educates her to own her calling and be who she really is. And I think that they have a beautiful, special relationship.
What I got from Wonder Woman is that this movie is not a simple, lame battle of sexes, but in some way shows how women feel in a very deeper way the drama of war and other things. They approach drama in a much more empathetic way in some way, right?
Yeah.
How did you work with Patty Jenkins in order to portray this?
Well, in order to portray the female qualities,
yes.
Well, first of all, you just own it. She is a woman, and women has these qualities. Women are very compassionate, and they feel very empathy for others. And we wanted to own it, embrace it, and use it to her benefit. And I think that's something that makes Diana so wonderful, because she's so kind, and she's not there to kill. If there's different ways, diplomatic ways, she will go for them. But at the end of the day, she's warm, and she's full of love, and she believes in people. And I think that this is something that, if nowadays people would have more, we would have a better society in general.
Absolutely. That was actually my following question.
Oh.
Wonder Woman really, even if it's a period movie, I really think it addresses very contemporary issues. I don't want to talk about messages, but is there anything you would like the audience will grab watching this movie?
I don't want to sound cheesy though, but I'm such a cheesy person. I would like people to go out of the movie feeling the love for other people. I think there's something so simple. This movie is not trying to be something that it's not, or something that is super complicated. It reminds us all of the purest, most beautiful values, which is love and acceptance and tolerance and compassion. And if we have those qualities in a society, we're in a good state. And I hope that people will leave the movie feeling that.